I do not know how to address this, but as a epileptic myself, I feel and I advocate on epilepsy on my page and my other social media pages, so I do want to sit here and address this. So, we all know the Jenkins clan, okay? So, they're both of their kids now that's under 4 years old both have seizures now, if I'm getting that correct. Okay, so that being said, the one that we just learned about that had this weekend, they said that he had 30-minute seizures in a cycle. So if he had 30-minute seizures that's repeated, that's called a status epilepticus. But also doing my research and knowing my own facts, and that you can learn on my page if you want to do more research on it, that being that a seizure, to get diagnosed with epilepsy, you're going to have more than one unprovoked seizures. So I do not know if they already diagnosed him with generalized tonic-clonic seizures. I do not know, but it's not our business. What I'm saying is, as a parent myself and as a epileptic myself, that they need to sit there, if it's genetics, they need to sit there and look at the genetics. One of them or all of them needs to go get tested to see who has this genetic epilepsy. Or is it because of the autism? Because I know autism can cause seizures. Also, if it's the autism causing them to have seizures, then they might need to get less stress. Because less stress, less bad food, and less everything like that. Because a lot of things can trigger and set off autism. So I do not know about autism, but that's just a little hearing facts that I know about autism that I hear. So that being said, that they need to be proactive, and all of them need to go get tested to see which one that actually carries the gene for autism or epilepsy, because it's a major disorder that not a lot of people knows about. There are the speculations out there and everything about it, but it is major and it is also common, but not a lot of people knows about that. But also, being the status saying, if it was a fiber seizure, that only happens once in a while. And if they didn't take him to the doctor because he was sick and his body was already drained down, and plus, we all know that they're probably not getting the right nutritionist or the right food or the right environment, that can all set off seizures. But if he was down sick with a stomach bug, that would set off seizures if they're also not treating the stomach bug. And I know everybody's going to have different opinions on this, and I know this is long, but this is going to be long because I've been holding back on talking about it. But also, that being said, if it was a fiber seizure, that's like once in a time seizure that happens with the kids. That's when they're sick, stress. Also, there's this thing called PINS, and PINS is psychogenic seizure that's caused by stress. That could also be going on in this situation, because we all probably figured the kids are stressed. I know the parents are probably stressed, but the kids are probably stressed too. They're all probably stressed. They're living in a small environment. So I'm going to put up little facts here and there about these seizures and everything about that. And also, that all being said, that these seizures is not seizures, epilepsy, autism. It's something not to sit there and joke around and see what happens. You need to get them into therapy. They need to get on the right medication. They need to go to see a epileptologist if it's something that's genetics, or see if it's genetics. Don't wait around, because as much longer you wait around, them kids is being affected. And if you wait too long, then they're not going to have a good adult life. You want better. You should want better for your kids. So you got to sit there and be on your tippy toes to make sure that you're sitting there treating them better, getting them a better, stable foundation to get them in a better situation than what you guys are in right now.